out the sophomore Christian Colman. And Virginia Tech will bring Tom Crook. So Tom Crook, a true freshman from Florida, ranked 13th in the country. Very strong start to the year. Lost a couple matches early on, better now. He wrestled in Florida, did not get a lot of national tournaments, so thus not a lot of national attention, but was still considered a top 50 recruit and has been going at it with Kyle Giraldi, a two-time NCAA qualifier, but has solidified his spot at 141, taking on Christian Colman. Colman, a sophomore out of Doylestown, PA, Germantown Academy. So Christian Colman comes in this season with a 3-9 record, 3-11 overall. He was 0-2 in the 21-22 season. He is coming off a January 24th dual loss 4-0 against Riley Edwards of App State. And there it is, Tom Crook, again, a true freshman on the board for Virginia Tech. Really a bright surprise for Coach Roby, I think you could say, although obviously a top 50 recruit. But again, a little bit under the radar coming out of Tampa, Florida, and Tampa Jesuit, as getting away for the first point there for Christian Colman and Duke. It's 2-1. Through two already, it's 9-0 Virginia Tech on top of Duke in this one. At 141, it's Tom Crook, the freshman, on top of the sophomore Colman. Virginia Tech 2-1 lead here at 141. Good defense that time from Colman. Crook falling to Cole Matthews by a score of 6-2 as part of that loss against Pitt. He also fell to Ryan Jack in a very good matchup. It was 2-1. Ryan Jack won that one. This after a decision against Heath Gagne at App State, a victory for Tom Crook. He had a tech fall against American before that, where he put up 20 points in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. So he does have the ability to rattle off a ton of points. Right now we're pretty tight here, 2-1. Riding time not a factor. Colman sort of resets. Here comes the shot. And defended well again. Crook, very much like Latona, a little bit longer and leaner, gets the right leg of Colman and has Colman in a tough spot. Colman trying to push the head down of Crook. And you see the referee wave it off, but now he'll get two, still inside both feet, the circle. It's 4-1. Riding time now starting to come into play here in the first as it's approaching 30 seconds. It'll be at 27. It'll be a 4-1 lead for the true freshman for Virginia Tech, Tom Crook. As I mentioned earlier, the 46 meeting between the two programs. Tech leads the series 33-12-1. And Tech rides an 18-match win streak against Duke, stretching from 2005 to a year ago. The first bout between the two programs was a 15-8 victory for the Hokies back in 19. While the smallest margin of victory came by 16-14 scorecard. Both victories owned by Tech. 5-1 lead here for the two true freshmen, Tom Crook. It's 5-1. Decent crowd here at Card Gym. Colman has shown some decent upper body strength and has also showed some decent defense on the shots from Crook, keeping it just a 4-point deficit at the moment, and riding time not a factor. Crook tried to push the head down of Colman. Colman then tried to rip through the shoulder of Crook and spin him down. There's the shot, two legs this time, and there's two more points. So Crook now with a 7-1 lead and 45 seconds remaining. Crook throwing down the sophomore from Doylestown, PA, Christian Colman. Colman, both seasons, has wrestled at 133 and 141, as Glenn Lanham has had to kind of mix and match. And one thing that you now know about Duke this year, it's the first time in a long time they do not have a single fine silver on the team. All 4 fine silvers, national qualifiers. There's 1 fine silver still wrestling, one at Michigan, the other one retiring. But boy, the fine silvers in combination with the heavyweight Casper and now the new heavyweight in Niesenbaum made Duke respectable, where every year they were sending multiple people to the nationals, including all 4 fine silvers at one point. (7-1) lead. Riding time is in play now, so 8-1 with the riding time at 1:06 as we head to the second. A tech fall to start for Ventresca in short order against Ethan Grimminger, inserted at 125. Egan suffered a major loss as Latona picked up 4 more points. It's 9-0 team score, Virginia Tech, and in this one it's 7-2. You can hear the Duke corner a little bit more than Virginia Tech corner at the moment, as Colman continues to try to rip through that left shoulder. Crook looking to slide his left arm out, and while doing that also had an attack, but defended well there by Colman. Duke fell to number 8 NC State in its roll duel last Friday night in Reynolds Coliseum. Senior Jonah Niesenbaum added another win to his season total after besting NC State's Tyree Houghton in a tight 5-4 decision. Again, we will not see Niesenbaum tonight, just nursing a little bit of an injury. Nothing major at all. According to Glenn Lanham, he will be back. He'll be fine. There's the sweep, and 2 more points now for Crook. It's 10-2. Riding time makes it 11-2. So 10-2. Looking to pick up 4 more points here, as we've got about 20 seconds remaining. Colman trying to rip through, and Crook picks up the 1 foot, and they'll reset here with 12.6 seconds remaining. Virginia Tech, very much a wrestling school. If you've ever been to Castle for a Virginia Tech bout, it absolutely rocks. Tony Roby telling me he's got 3 kids, 2 already running through Virginia Tech, 1 that'll probably end up there as well. Trying to spin out in the final seconds here, so the riding time point will count, and they'll pick up 4 more points. So by my scoring, it's now 13-0 through 3, Virginia Tech on top, as we move to 149, where Patrick Rowland, a redshirt junior, will wrestle